should be back. And now it's showing me 60 FPS, CPU utilization normal. You don't need to hear all this IT crap. Let's try this.
Alright. So while we were gone, we had a couple repeat ganks coming out from Chop Suey in the bottom lane. Ended up trading his flash for that of CB Hickey. Gotta Get Lucky also flashed. And now Prowler looking for some damage onto Fat Jackalope. Good dash away from the Silas. But yeah, Gotta Get Lucky also burned his flash trying to flash in and get damage down onto CB Hickey for first blood. So it was a trade of 2 flashes for 1. SMG Sniper disengages any aggression that Fat Lee might have thought about. And overall, we've got a relatively even game, except Stelio Kantos accruing a pretty sizable advantage early on in the top side.
Alright, I got one upper up yelling at me saying it's better, so maybe
All
I
right.
can actually
Progress.
cast.
Now we've got a potential 4-person dive coming down from Blitzkrieg. Shaken Not Stirred following, but he's going to get found out, and Vault Breaker will land. Could be in trouble. Bad Jackalope lands the chains. This is going to be a dead Echo. First blood goes over to Blitzkrieg as Shaken Not Stirred follows too closely, strays too close to the sun, and gets turned into Icarus.
Ain't that bad, guys? He didn't miss the first blood. What a chain. Very nicely done.
So Blitzkrieg early on, getting the first blood. They've been the ones trying to make the proactive plays. Got to Get Lucky. Taken relatively low, but does have a sizable farm advantage. Actually, Blitzkrieg has sizable farm advantages in all 3 lanes to go along with that first blood. Things looking good for the team that came in second to last in the standings.
Nice stun.
Oh, Fat Lee gets headbutted back towards the lane and steps on a trap. That's a lot of damage. Remember, Gotta Get Lucky does not have his flash, though, and SMG Sniper is forced to flash away as well. Fat Lee lands the root, gets the final damage down. Now he goes in onto Gotta Get Lucky, looking for one more. Can't quite find the damage, but a good turnaround play in the bot side from option 12. Oh, and Fat Lee's going to flash in. He misses the Q, though. Excuse me, not Fat Lee, Prowler. Gotta Get Lucky. You got to just stay under turret, my man. Oh, step too far back, got hit by the wall, and then it's an automatic hit for any decent player on that lay waste.
There it is. Alright.
Option 12 coming back with a vengeance after that early first blood, but still down due to the farm advantages in all 3 lanes. They will go right to this Fountain Drake, though.
Pretty easy open lane. Now they're going to be able to take this Drake very easily. Just go back to the respective. Nothing to it.
Blitzkrieg, though, making a cross-map play. They take away the blue buff. And Slippery P has got to be kind of careful here, knowing that there's not a lot of vision on the top side for option 12. He will be respectful. Down 20 CS already, though. Blitzkrieg should get a turret plate here on the bottom.
A lot of damage coming
nice
from Jackalope in the mid lane. Shaken is going to have to be pushed back.
Yeah, Jackalope has done a great job in these early trades. I wasn't sure how the matchup went, Echo versus Silas, but so far it looks like Silas is the superior melee mage so far.
Sure.
He's going to get a second turret plate. Nope, not quite. Maybe next time.
Just going to get some more damage and not the worse for wear. But I do gotta say that's interesting. Silas stealing Echo's ult actually has a little ghost of himself. It's the little things. It's the little things, right?
That'll be interesting to track in team fights later on. Right now, Stelio Kantos is at 70 CS early on. Fat Jackalope really pacing things as well with 72. Blitzkrieg, they got that first blood, but really, they've just been dominating the laning phase through their farm advantages early on. Actually, Gotta Get Lucky steps right into Fat Lee, and the root does go down. Here comes the big Nico ult. That's a lot of damage, and Gotta Get Lucky forced to flash away. He just got that flash back, but it doesn't matter. Now SMG Sniper could be in trouble. He is very, very tanky, though, with that Unbreakable Will, and will just trundle his way out. But a nice play by Option 12's bot lane. They pick up another kill.
Yeah, that's the meat that you're going to have to get through to get that cow. Sticking around, just trying to defend as much as he gets rooted. That's a lot of damage coming through.
Yeah, gets chain rooted and down he goes. Prowler actually pops the Requiem trying to get in on the action, but the bottom lane kills him before the Requiem lands. Yeah, SMG Sniper just sticking around a little bit too long there, ended up getting hit by both roots.
This comp might be weird, but those roots are definitely showing themselves right now. They are dominating the bot lane right now.
Yeah, that was very well done. When the Nico root lands, it guarantees that the Soraka root will land afterward.
Chop going in on Shaken Not Stirred. Just a little touch and go. Like it just showing who's boss.
And it's interesting, Fatley is maxing his W first. So that passive auto attack buff means that he will sort of be an 80 carry. And we do see him itemizing into physical damage with the Cutlass early on. And already completed Blade of the Ruined King, so not exactly the most orthodox pick, but looks like it's working out so far. Definitely looks like Fatley has a plan. And Stelio Kantos continues to impose his will up in the top lane, forces out the Call of the Forge God from Slippery P just as a defensive maneuver. Blitzkrieg has gotten a lot of gold off of turret plating so far. Fat Jackalope is about to get his third one. They've gotten 2 in the bottom lane. For me, it feels like, while Fat Lee and CB Hickey have done well early on, I mean, this is a Caitlyn lane. There's the more traditional team composition out of Blitzkrieg. I feel like if this game goes late game, they win it.
For sure. And that's something that Blitzkrieg is probably going to want to wait for, right? So that they can get their items and then they can just start plowing through. Teamfights are going to be interesting. I feel like that Blitzkrieg definitely has the advantage here. But we'll just have to see.
Oh, in goes Fat Jackalope on the roam. This is a guy who likes to roam, but this is actually the first one we've seen. Nice big 2-man pulverize from SMG Sniper, but now they're stunned under the turret, and Fat Lee turns it around with that ultimate. Now SMG Sniper could go down. Fat Jackalope steps forward as a deterrent. And a good job by Option 12 turning around that aggression. Here comes the Requiem, and SMG Sniper should drop to this. He does. So Prowler gets something for the second Requiem. Now Stelio Kantos wanted a solo kill in the top lane. Not sure he has the damage. Shaken Not Stirred. Actually, Slippery P did drop in the top side. Shaken Not Stirred forced to use the ultimate to keep himself alive. Action all over the map. Stelio Kantos finally gets that kill, and that CS lead is up above 40 now.
Fat Jackalope had that.
Yeah, Fat Jackalope goes down in the 2v1. Meanwhile, Chop Suey is trying to make something happen on the bottom side, but he's going very low. They do end up just barely finishing off Fat Lee. That's a big shutdown that goes over to that Vi. But a nice kill in the mid lane got traded back for Option 12 onto Fat Jackalope. So both teams being proactive, making plays. Someone's going to have to come help Slippery P soon, though, I think. This Darius is getting scary.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be out damaging him. He just does not have the tankiness to him. I don't know how much that would help against that Darius, but at least a safety pillow would help you sleep at night.
So turret plating just went away, and if I'm not mistaken, Blitzkrieg accrued a decent advantage. I think looks like they maybe got 2 or 3 more plates in total. Just a good 300-400 gold advantage just off of turret plating. Slippery P and Fat Jackalope about to run into each other. But the chains didn't land initially, so Fat Jackalope will just head his way back to mid lane, still with a 20 CS advantage despite getting killed a moment ago.
Poor SMG, take out a ward and another one gets put in place. Support problems, everybody. Prowler coming in.
Oh, here comes Yeah, Call of the Forge God was stolen, and now Prowler is just going to get down by Fat Jackalope. So much damage. Now can Shaken Not Stirred trade it back, misses the last Time Winder. And Chop Suey is there for some safety anyways. Nice play from Fat Jackalope, turning around that aggression immediately.
SMG Sniper doing a good job of keeping him off.
Yeah, this is such an interesting lane here in the bottom side. Call of the Forge God comes out. This is the real one, but Slippery P was forced to run away from it, so he couldn't redirect it, and now he may just get run down. Noxian Guillotine is available. One more proc. There's the wish, but it's not enough. Stelio Cantos with another solo kill. And CB Hickey dropped as well as Chop Suey attacked the Soraka. Takes them down. Didn't even use the Assault and Battery. So Blitzkrieg, all of a sudden, all the momentum on their side. Nice root from Fat Lee, though, and SMG Sniper is just going to get destroyed. Popped Unbreakable Will very late there. Barely mitigated any damage.
Just a lot going on. Jeez, it's hard to keep track. Blitzkrieg is definitely showing that they're not out yet, and now that it's getting later in the game, they're starting to be a little bit more of a presence now. It's going to be harder for... Oh, Lloyd. Sorry, guys.
Well, Stelio Cantos is going to be an absolute monster to deal with. Yep. Already picked up the Merc Treads, assuming he'll continue to itemize more into magic resistance. Shaken Not Stirred gets a good stun onto Fat Jackalope, and here is Prowler. Fat Jackalope steals the Chrono Break, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. Chop Suey shows up just a little bit too late. And Shaken Not Stirred and Prowler once again combined to pick up a kill. Now Stelio Cantos, he is very strong, but I'm not sure if he wants to opt into this potential 3v1. Yeah, looks like he'll just take some honey fruit and walk away.
Coming in, getting airborne, a lot of knockups. Caitlyn doing the damage.
Requiem coming out. Fat Lee, there's the Assault and Battery, though, and Nico is gone. A quick 2-for-0 in the bot side, despite the Requiem. Stelio Cantos looking to chase down Shaken Not Stirred, but the Echo is fine. Blitzkrieg probably will turn their attention to the Mountain Drake next. In goes Chop Suey.
Nicely done. And Blitzkrieg is going to get a nice Earth Drake for their troubles.
Yeah, Blitzkrieg with 2 turrets now. They've got those big farm advantages they've been accruing throughout the game. Just picked up the Mountain Drake. Option 12 is trying to counter with a Rift Herald play, but they only have 2 members on it, and if Blitzkrieg is wise to this, they have time to get up there and disrupt it. Fat Jackalope is going to see it first. And yeah, option 12, you better get out of there, my friends. Wall of Pain will keep them away from the upper hand just enough. Call of the Forge God comes in, but completely ineffective. Doesn't really do anything, but Blitzkrieg, they did get up there in time to take away the Rift Herald.
Slipper P still trying to get some damage on. Ooh, a lot of roots coming through.
Yeah, wonderful engage from option 12. They get so much AoE CC down. Chop Suey forced to flash away. They got Stelio Cantos and Fat Jackalope. The 2 solo laners are gone. So there's the team fight of option 12. Down a lot of gold. A strange team comp, but obviously you land those AoE stuns and it all turns around.
Just a domino effect, right? And they're going to be going down the mid lane, just going to absolutely trash it. Going to get lucky trying to put some damage from the back lines, but just does not have enough to push them back.
Gotta get lucky. Was able to pick up that Eye of the Herald on his way out of the pit, so they will still have that at their disposal. The side of Blitzkrieg, that is. You're option 12, you're probably feeling okay with where you are in this game, considering how you were losing pretty much every lane.
But that's just a slow build-up. And honestly, they're pretty in a safe place right now. They're pushing Blitzkrieg back, holding their own, rotating nicely.
Yeah, I'd like to see Blitzkrieg put a little bit more pressure on the map right now. I think that they are the stronger right now. Stelio Cantos not bringing teleport though, has the ghost, so he can't really join a fight that pops off right now as quickly as Slippery P could. And Shaken Not Stirred picks up a pretty free turret in the bot side. That one was already pretty low before he got there.
Looking good. V in the bush, trying to look for something. Slippery P. Force God coming through. Not getting anybody.
SMG Sniper. Yeah, SMG Sniper was forced to flash away there, though. Batley is really dealing out some solid damage with this Blade of the Ruined King Nico build.
Chop Suey just getting rid of some vision, probably possibly put something there. You don't got vision, man.
Yeah, I'd like to see Blitzkrieg trying to put a little bit more pressure on the map here. But as we talked about earlier, if this game goes late game, you favor them. So maybe they realize that. Maybe they're playing carefully on purpose because of that.
Could be. Especially with Chop Suey getting into a dark alley with a couple of stuns, just was nope out of there.
Stelio Cantos has the makings of, I believe, a Spirit Visage, so we're going to see that magic damage, or magic resistance stacking start up. SMG Sniper once again chunked down to about half health, just from Fatley stepping forward, getting those third auto attacks down. And here comes Stelio Cantos from the side, though. Chop Suey right over the wall as well. Assault and Battery catches onto CB Hickey. They want to kill the Soraka right away. Prowler goes down in the front line, but here's the Requiem, and Fat Jackalope should drop from this. That's a lot of damage, and they trade it back, a 1-for-1, despite the explosive engage from Blitzkrieg.
Nicely done from option 12, pushing Blitzkrieg back, and they're just going to keep this train going down through the mid lane.
Oh, here goes Shaken Not Stirred. He's going to get in on SMG Sniper. He could take down Stelio Cantos as well. The Ignite is ticking, and the Darius is gone. Great play by Shaken Not Stirred, getting into the backline with that stun. And option 12, they take the inner turret, and all of a sudden, this game is basically even in terms of gold. Shelly just running it down mid. I wonder if that was about to expire, and Chop Suey just had to channel it.
Also just trying to do something, anything to push off this option 12 steamroller.
Yeah, great secondary engage from Shaken Not Stirred with the parallel convergence there, using the Proto Belt, the dash to get in under the turret, pick up 2.
A lot of Earth Drakes coming through here. That's going to be 2 Earth Drakes for option 12, 1 for Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, if you're option 12, you're probably feeling pretty happy about that. Between Nico and the Karthus, you'll be able to burn down objectives pretty fast. It's always tricky when, you know, multiple Mountain Drakes means that a team can take Baron in, you know, 12 seconds as opposed to 16, 17. Gives you a lot less margin for error for your vision.
Alright, a little bit of a lull here. Option 12 trying to get some vision onto the Baron. That's probably going to be the next objective that people are looking for, so one good team fight or a couple of picks.
And Stelio Cantos has that Spirit Visage completed now. There isn't really a lot of MR being stacked by the rest of the team. I wonder if Fat Jackalope will start itemizing more tanky as he gets into his 3rd, 4th items. Yeah, if you're Blitzkrieg, I was talking about how I think they needed to be more proactive, but then they were proactive. They went for a big engage. They got Stelio Cantos and Chop Suey into the fight, and it didn't go well for them. So maybe giving some pause to that. Call of the Forge God will come out, but it's not enough to stop the turret going down, and now Slippery P is getting chunked away. Good push by Blitzkrieg, but Shaken Not Stirred is answering in the side lane. For me right now, it's interesting. Option 12 looks like they sort of want to run some sort of 1-3-1 comp. As Fatly is running down Stelio Kantos, Ghost is forced out, actually. So the Darius forced to respect the Nico as the Blade of the Ruined King active came out. But yeah, Shaken Not Stirred just takes a free inner turret on the bot side. They do have Chop Suey behind him, and in comes Fat Jackalope and Sniper as well. So we'll see if Shaken Not Stirred can pull out a Houdini, get away from this. Dives back into the parallel convergence and gets the stun down onto SMG Sniper. No one else is coming though, and that's because option 12, they burn down the Baron, as we just talked about, so quick with that Karthus and Nico and the two Mountain Drakes. So option 12 just sort of yo-yoing Blitzkrieg around the map. They don't get Shaken Not Stirred. They don't contest the Baron. And it's a 2k gold lead all of a sudden for option 12. If you're Blitzkrieg, what do you do to combat this sort of guerrilla warfare tactic that option 12 is pulling out right now?
That's kind of hard to say, and plus you're getting really behind right now. Well, not too far behind, but it's just got to, as I say that, they are just tearing up towers and just shoving on through. But yeah, like early in the game they got behind, and now they're just pushing themselves, asserting their dominance. Option 12 is. And ooh boy, even going against this tower is just not fun for Blitzkrieg right now. That Baron is definitely not helping. They really just got to put up a era of defense right now and hopefully get this Baron out of their midst. But now option 12 is just being so aggressive.
Oh, Fat Lee maybe too aggressive there, though. Went in looking for the big ult and gets taken down by Gotta Get Lucky, who is just free hitting. The Caitlyn has arrived, dealing out the damage, and that time it's option 12 flying too close to the sun themselves. Prowler does pick up 2 on the backside, though, so it's a 3 for 2. Not as much of a disaster as it looked like it was going to be. They did get the inhibitor turret, not the inhibitor, though. So this Caitlyn is on the way to finishing that third item, which is such a magical point for auto attack based AD carries. Getting that second Zeal item is really when she can start to carry fights. Fat Lee, I think, just sort of looking for a home run there, flashing in, looking for that Pot Blossom. Put himself in a dangerous situation, got punished for it. Option 12, though, we talked about their guerrilla tactics here, spreading Blitzkrieg out. They've managed to take down all 3 inhibitor turrets. No inhibitors, but they're all open. And with the way Shaken Not Stirred has been slinking around the map, finding ways into side lanes, Blitzkrieg is going to have to be respectful of that. In they go, looking for Fat Lee. Down goes the AD carry of option 12. Prowler at least secures the smite onto the Cloud Drake, but he will drop momentarily as well. Requiem, I don't think he'll even use it in this situation. And now Slippery P is stepping forward on his lonesome. But there is Shaken Not Stirred, as we just talked about, taking an inhibitor turret, or excuse me, an inhibitor on the top side. CB Hickey's going to go down as the rest of option 12 was trying to stop the recalls, but they will all die for their trouble. Shaken Not Stirred being chased away by Stelio Kantos. So it's a Cloud Drake and an inhibitor that went over to the side of option 12, but Blitzkrieg, they get 4 kills.
It is definitely something that they wanted. Now they have a little bit more control over the map, putting themselves back into the game.
Oh, in goes Shaken Not Stirred. He actually flashes looking for a big stun, but forced to chrono break back out. Here comes the Requiem, though. That's why you save it. Down goes Jackalope. The push is over, and option 12, they fend it off. They don't lose their inhibitor turret, so right now they will have an advantage in terms of map pressure. No big neutral objectives available, though. Baron will be up in about 2 minutes. We'll see if Shaken Not Stirred tries to just continue his split push tactics.
Alright. Blitzkrieg just needs to really put up the pressure or combat this pressure that Option 12 is bringing. But you can't do it with just a Darius. You might think you can.
And Option 12, they just bully their way in and take down the second inhibitor. Blitzkrieg, they were all in the fountain and couldn't get out in time. In goes Chop Suey. They're looking for Fatley again, and he is completely destroyed. Prowler's going to drop as well. Call of the Forge God comes out, but I don't think it'll be enough. CB Hickey going to drop. 2 Gotta Get Lucky. So, Option 12, they continue to find objectives, but Blitzkrieg continues to dominate the fights once they start. CB Hickey, or excuse me, not CB Hickey, Shaken Not Stirred, once again slinking around towards the top. Looked like he was trying to backdoor for a Nexus turret. And Blitzkrieg right now, they look like they don't really know what to do. They just got a 3 for 0, but you've got members just sort of wandering all over the map. They are not of one mind right now. So if you are Blitzkrieg, what is your priority right now? I mean, Baron's up in 20 seconds. Is that what you play around?
Defense. But honestly, they did as much as they could. They have vision onto Baron right now. They were able to push off Option 12 for now. Although Option 12 probably just wanted to go away. But yeah, Option 12 is going to make a beeline for that Baron right now. And really, they just need to be there to combat it, and they should know they lost their vision there.
Yeah, Fat Jackalope is right over the wall, so I don't think the Blitzkrieg have to worry about it being snuck away from them as it was about 7 minutes ago. But we've seen how fast Option 12 can do this, so they have to be careful. And Shaken Not Stirred. Intelligent play goes right down to the bot lane, looking to take that 3rd inhibitor. Fat Jackalope gets down his own Call of the Forge God, and they annihilate Prowler right away. Fatley is just forced to run up the river. Down goes the rest of the squad of Option 12. Can they get someone back to stop Shaken Not Stirred, though? There's super minions pushing up all over the map. Fatley, can he kite out against Chop Suey? He gets one. Fat Jackalope gets in there. Big Pop Blossom gets a good stun, but Gotta Get Lucky is strong enough to finish him off. Stelio Cantos has gotten back, but this is going to be 3 inhibitors now. And I'm not sure if you're Blitzkrieg, do you go for the Baron? No, they're just going to try to recall because there are a lot of super minions on those Nexus turrets. The top one should go down, and Shaken Not Stirred is just got to be so frustrating to deal with right now. Both Nexus turrets gone, and they did decide to do the Baron. Shaken Not Stirred, if he kills Stelio Cantos, he can end the game, but he does go down. So Stelio Cantos wins the duel eventually, and Blitzkrieg, they will get the Baron, but their base has nothing left.
Good lord. Able to get the Baron, but what cost? Nexus is down half. Stelio Cantos was doing his best, but now the cavalry is here. Let's push this on. But unfortunately, if somebody sneaks in there while Blitzkrieg is away, that is going to be very bad. Very bad.
Very scary, and double super minions. For the next wave or so. Looks like, yeah, 1 inhibitor will come up shortly. So there will be a reprieve for Blitzkrieg coming up. But a Cloud Drake is going to go over to Option 12 for free. And that movement speed makes a potential backdoor play even more possible.
Yeah, that movement speed is much appreciated, right? Oh, Option 12 thanks you, I'm sure.
And Shaken Not Stirred, if you haven't noticed already, did build a Lich Bane, so that means he will take down the Nexus even faster than you would normally expect. This has been one of those games where it's just both teams have such different win conditions. Blitzkrieg, they need to get team fights. They need a standard game, whereas Option 12 wants anything but.
Stelio Cantos, you went fishing, my friend, but you got something that was too big for your line. Have to go away.
Chop Suey actually just burned his flash, was concerned about getting picked off by Prowler, And option 12, they're just going to funnel up. Oh, good apprehend onto Fat Lee. Here comes Requiem, though. Almost used as sort of a deterrent. Pop Blossom comes out just defensively. Fat Jackalope is trying to zone out the backline. Gotta get lucky. Free hitting in the back again. Fat Jackalope is gone. Fat Lee is still full health, though. He's life stealed all the way back up. Gotta get lucky against Fat Lee. The AD carry duel goes over to the side of option 12, and that should be the game. Fat Lee on this unconventional pick wins the duel against the late game Caitlyn. Stelio Cantos can do not enough at least. He will get shut down in option 12 with a strange but impressive victory in game 1.
All right. Good lord. That's Vegas probably slamming their keyboards right now. I hear it all the way here.
Yeah, very, very strange game. Must have been a frustrating one for Blitzkrieg as they were winning all the fights, but just shaken not stirred, had them on a string, dragging them all over the place, taking their base slowly but surely, and then eventually Fat Lee pulls out his carry pants, wins the duel against Gotta Get Lucky, and the game was over.
For sure. Yeah, that Baron pick is going to be something that might go down in the history books for why did you do that, but a valiant effort nonetheless. And then looking at the damage graphs here real quick, pretty much exactly where you said. Nico is no pushover for ADC. Nico put ADC 2019, and then a lot of damage going to that Karthus there. Both of those champions doing a lot of work.
Yeah, very impressive stuff. At the same time, though, if you're Blitzkrieg, I'm sure you're frustrated to have lost that game, but you gotta feel good that you were in the driver's seat in that game. You could steer quite well enough to bring it home. It is disappointing for Blitzkrieg, though. I believe that loss match playoffs. That's 1-1 now. It's not enough to catch up for 9 lines.
Okay. A lot of frickin' technical difficulties here. My music was playing that whole time we were talking. Can't hear shit, Captain, indeed. Oh well. Anyways, I'm going to cut the stream here. Hopefully try a couple things to try to fix some stuff. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.